Right, so I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kwadash. Double ones to the apostles and elders of GMS and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So coming back at you with Titus 2 and 3, the aged women likewise that they be in behavior as becoming holiness. Right, and that was something that I was mentioning in the last video. Women in the ancient world wasn't able to pick their husbands. That's why the father will pick a husband for them, right? And a lot of times the husband that will be picked would be um, a man that have something going on in his life, that, you know, have land, have cattle, he's a man of the Lord through and through. But now in these days, when giving the women the right to choose, look how badly they choose. And a lot of times they don't even choose bad, man. Right? Well, let me say some of the times, because they can choose a nice guy, but and then not like him because he's too nice. Right? But but ultimately it comes down to this: women aren't picking men that's men of the Lord. Because how can a woman pick a man that is a man of the Lord if she's a damn demon? If she's a demon herself, wearing all the makeup, fake hair, trying to act like she's the shit. How can a woman that isn't righteous choose a man that is a man of the Lord? Right? Now, it talks about righteous women in the scriptures, but when you look at women of today, you're not going to find women of today righteous. That's why I always tell brothers, right? Show me one scripture where it talks good about a woman, where it says, for this woman is this and this and that and that and that. Now, when you go into the book of Acts, it talks about, I forget the two names. It talks about them being righteous, right? But you will rarely find any other scriptures that really talk about righteous women, man. Because the scriptures talk about how wicked women are. You got more scriptures on wicked women than you would righteous women, right? So Titus 2 and 3, the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness. So let's look up this word, holiness, real quick. Holiness.
Strong's G 2412. Yea, rapre pace. Yea, rapre pace.
Befitting men, places, actions, or scared things to the Most High, reverent. Oh, Salakia. Let's go back to that. I like going into the Strongs too. Well, it's don't have much in the Strongs. Becoming holiness. That's it. So you want to walk uprightly, man, which women these days aren't doing. It says not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. And women, you're supposed to be teachers of good things. You're supposed to teach the children how to walk. You're supposed to teach them in the ways of the Most High, of Yahweh Shai. But instead, you're teaching them the ways of the world. What you teach them? Graduate high school, go to college, become your better self or something, man. It's a bunch of madness you women be talking about, but it have nothing to do with the scriptures, man. You women talk about how y'all was oppressed. You women don't know what you ain't oppressed, man. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But you women are no wise followers of the Most High, man. No wise followers of the Most High. It says that they teach, verse 4, that not you dudes either, man. A lot of you dudes ain't either. I'm just not putting the women out there, but you dudes ain't either, man. Look at Jake be sagging his pants, walking around with a pistol, be covetous, be blasphemers and boasters and proud. Jake hell off too. It says that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, which they don't. That's why here in the U.S., the 85% of divorces are initiated by women. It says to love their husbands, to love their children, which a lot that's going on right now is you got a lot of women putting their kids to death. To be discreet. What does discreet mean? To be discreet. Of a sound mind, sane in one's senses, curbing one's desires, the clubs, the bars, the parties, the committing adultery, the texting of other men, right? It says, and impulses, self-controlled, temperate, and women are heavily given over to their emotions. You get into an argument with a woman and she's ready to go find some comfort somewhere else. Get dicked down and bent over by another man, right? And now you done found out she committed adultery because of Facebook and Instagram. It's madness, man. To be discreet, chasten, keepers at home. Keepers at home. Oh, but we don't want to be at home all day. And look what happens when you're not at home. You partying, you crubbing, right? You committing adultery. You doing all type of madness and experiments with your so-called girlfriends or whatever you want to call them. Man, the things I have heard, I'm telling you. To be discreet, chasten, keepers at home. There's far more things that I can say that women have told me that they have done when they have gotten together with other women and have drinking. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Men, we get together and we drink, we chilling. That's what we do. We chill. We talk about the past. We don't go out and, man, I ain't even gonna go there. Let's just keep going. To be discreet, chasten, keepers at home, good, obedient. Oh, you tell a woman to be obedient, game over. Game over, right? To their own husbands, not other men. Right? A woman would be obedient to her job before she's obedient to her husband. This is madness, man. It's how are you obedient to your job? Look, you obedient to your job because you can get a paycheck, but your job isn't gonna protect you from that strange dude that's gonna break in your damn house. Right? Your job isn't gonna protect you from that dude that just might walk by and smack your ass. Your job isn't going to protect you, man. But you would rather be obedient to your job that can only give you a paycheck, some green paper that is actually devaluing every day, compared to this man that damn near is going to risk his life to defend you. But you would rather be obedient to your job than this man who will risk his life. And you would say, a woman would say, well, that's what he's supposed to do in a relationship. Well, you're supposed to be in order in a relationship. Look, there's nothing that have changed from men. Men have always been the same. There's nothing that's going to change men, but women are changing. And you're not changing in a good way. You're changing in a worse way. So again, verse 5, to be discreet, chasten, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded, right? Don't be all drunk, walking out side, doing whatever you want to do, right? Having sexual relations with another man's wife, smoking weed all day, and stay out of all these different books, man. All these Scientology, Egyptology, Kemet, all that madness that don't do you good. So it says, young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded in all things, showing well, a lot of you women, a lot of men are the way they are because you women ain't doing your jobs. You're supposed to be teaching the laws, the statutes, and commandments at home. The man ain't going to be at home. He's got to provide. He's going to be out there working. But you women are supposed to teach the sons and daughters. And then the men we take it upon ourselves to deal with our sons when they hit a certain age, and then we start preparing them for the workforce, or we start preparing them for to be soldiers to protect the land. It says, verse 7, and all things showing themselves as um, as patterns of good works, and doctrine showing incorruptness, gravity, and sincerity. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it from there and say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah HaKadash. Double unto the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say shalom.